We will now continue the case of Bell v. Itawamba County School Board. Are the counselors ready?
May it please the court, my name is Thomas Brands, the counsel for the petitioner before this court today. The following issues are before this court. Taylor Bell made a rap video that was posted onto his Facebook and YouTube account. If you look back at Tinker, the rap video did not cause any substantial disruption in school because he explained that he didn't specifically tell anybody to watch it at school. He never said, hey, during the day sometime today, will you watch my video and tell me what you think of it? It was more of, if you stumble upon it on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead, feel free to watch it. In Bethel, it would have to be watched outside of school, and it's never said that people watch it inside of school or repeated anything he said. And there was no evidence presented that any student or staff had listened to the song on campus. With Hazelwood v. Frazier, the high school students are at a more mature level than other younger students would be, so it's not really a big thing to them hearing the vulgar language that he was saying. And it was also made outside of school. The video was made outside of school, so nobody really knew he was doing it before it came out. In Morse, again, the video was made outside of school with personal property, and there were no pro-drug messages or anything as there were in the Morse case.
In the case of Moot v. Frederick, though, this court extended the rights of schools to discipline students to even school-sanctioned events. Does that affect the student? Because at extracurricular activities, I could look up this rap video, or this could affect the coach's extracurricular activities.
That is how they ruled, but in this case, it was not at an extracurricular activity. It had nothing to do with the school. He made it at home with his own stuff. It wasn't at a school function. He isn't a serious threat. He has never been charged with a serious school violation, no criminal record, no nothing of that matter. So he isn't necessarily a danger to the teachers. They are coaches, and they're more involved with the media and the newspaper than regular teachers are because they are seen in out-of-school extracurricular activities that not everybody has to attend to.
Even though Bell created and publicated a song off campus, couldn't the applied lyrics could impose for threats with him saying, "Going to get a pistol down your mouth"?
Yeah, it could be seen as a threat, but as I said before, he never got charged with a serious school violation. He never had any charges against him that would make him seem like a danger to society or to the teachers.
He said he was going to shove a Luger down his throat. Going to being the key word, that he will do the action.
No, not necessarily, because the threat isn't an imminent threat. It's more of he's just saying it. I
believe if I say I'm going to drive to school, it means I will drive to school. Or if I'm going to go to the grocery store, I will go to the grocery store. I'm pretty sure if I say I'm going to shove a gun down your throat, it means I will shove a gun down your throat.
Yes, but however, as we stated before, rap in itself is an art form and it's political hyperbole, so anything he says can be seen as an exaggeration or something that he's not necessarily meaning, because they rap about all they do. Rappers can say, oh, they do this and that, but they really don't. They're not really about that kind of lifestyle.
So you're saying it's more just his expressing his feelings more than like an actual threat, or like he's going to carry out all this?
Yes.
If he wanted to get this out to the community, isn't that a threat to the teachers' jobs?
No, because he never said it to the teachers, and it said that he admitted that he made the recording and put it online because he knew it would be viewed and heard by the students and not by any teachers or other staff.
Well, with him posting it on a publication, with him targeting the students as the targeted demographic, teachers can still view this video.
Yeah, teachers can view it, but that's not his intended audience. So
of course, that's the demographic is for his fellow students, but other teachers and school board members can view this.
They can. However, again, he stated that it was for his students, and if it was seen by a teacher, it wasn't meant for it, and again, it should be seen as an exaggeration and political hyperbole.
That's all the time you have. Thank you, Counsel. We will take the matter under advisement.
May it please the court. My name is Natalie Natalini, the counsel for the respondent before this court today. The following issues are before this court: that Taylor Bell claims that because his song was published off of campus, he should not be punished in school. However, he published the song to public platforms of YouTube and Facebook in order to release the information about the teachers to his fellow classmates. He intended for the school to know about the contents of the rap as true because his friends had told him about the supposed abuse by the teachers. Instead of reporting the abuse to the police, he decided to release this rap. Additionally, because he named the teachers directly, the song was brought into the school. Bell also argued that the school cannot restrict off-campus speech. However, Judge Rayshaw Hawkins Burksdale, who delivered the majority opinion on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit, said, restriction of off-campus speech is permitted if a student intentionally directs at the school community speech to threaten, harass, and intimidate a teacher.
Counselor, I have to ask, do you think this rap, or any rap for the matter, could be considered a form of art and that we should be protected as art?
Well, as you know, students they don't have as much freedom of speech. You can call rap art, but as our opponent said, reference the Eminem song. Eminem is not a student, and Eminem does have disclaimers in his albums that say these are artistic expressions, whereas this student does not have any of that, and he just simply talks about shooting up teachers he just talks about shooting up teachers.
So if a student decided to make or take a photo of a gun and publish it in the school art show, should we consider that vulgar and have it taken down?
It depends. If it's approved by a teacher and if it has a disclaimer, then maybe it depends on what the school decides. But because this student is saying, I'm going to shoot up these teachers, I'm going to put a pistol in their mouth, that's a clear threat. Additionally, they also said that the content of the rap is hyperbole, but it's not a political hyperbole. It is pure speech, which is not protected for students. There is no evidence that Taylor Bell would not commit a crime against the teachers. He has made serious accusations against them. His friends have come forward to him saying that these teachers have done horrible things to them, and that could lead somebody to actually doing something drastic, such as shooting a person.
Earlier in your argument, you said supposed abuse. They didn't claim that there was abuse. It was all supposed in your earlier argument, allegedly.
Yes. So if he believed that these teachers did sexually abuse them, then he could, even if it's not true, if his friends told him that and he believed it, then he could act drastically. But there is no firm proof because he did not report it to police. Nobody has reported anything to the police.
In a sense, could he be reporting it himself to the public as a journalistic entity?
If he is, he's not doing it in the correct way because he's not telling the police, this is what happened to my friends, you should investigate this. Instead, he's making a threat, which is different.
So you are saying that he is different from the journalistic entities such as MSNBC, CNN, etc.?
Usually those reference police research, police go into research before they publish about anything like that, it's been investigated.
Usually, but if they don't, are they still protected? As it's to the best of their knowledge that these are the facts and they report that to the public?
Well, as I said earlier, this is student. So because this is pure speech, it's not protected by the student. He released this information that wasn't proven to be true, and he made serious threats against them. With the background of Columbine and different mass school shootings, this could be an evident cause for worry in the teachers because they know that students are capable of shooting people in a school.
That is all the time you have. Thank you, Counsel. We will take the matter under advisement.